Hi, this is Dustin Kimball, and this is my 362 final project. I designed a drone tracking system. It was also supposed to be a defense system, but I did not get to that part of the project. What it's composed of is one Arduino Mega 256, and unfortunately, you can't see it. On top here is a motor shield, and the motor shield powers two stepper motors. We have one underneath here which rotates this webcam that is used to detect a drone, and in this case the drone we will be using are red circles, and we will get to why in a little bit. So it rotates the camera in the X direction like so. The other stepper motor we have right here, it rotates the web camera up and down so that we could get an X and Y position of the object we are tracking. And then the other, I have this LED on here, and when the system is armed and tracking objects, it'll just blink at a steady rate. And for communications, I'm using the normal serial communication through the Arduino, and it's connected to my computer right here. The stepper motors require more power than what can be supplied by the USB plug. So we have here a normal PC power supply, and I just have jumped the remote connection, which essentially tells the power supply that it's okay to supply power, which normally comes from your computer signal, but you could just jump it like so. Right now I do not have the power supply on, so you could see them. Normally if there's power to the stepper motors, you are not able to move them. See, if I turn it on, it's now, they're solid, they're holding position. So I will turn it off now. I will show you a little bit of the software. So the way the software works is you take an image, and in this case you have to have an object that you'd like to track. So in our case, I'm going to use this red circle. The reason is the red color is easy to discern from a background. This way it's easy to filter the entire image and find the object, which is red, which is what we're looking for, and determine its position in pixels. So I could give you an idea of what happens is we take an image with the webcam, we filter the background image and only allow the red through, and what we'll see we hold the red circle up to the webcam, like so, we can look over at my PC monitor and see that the red is being filtered out, and that's the white circle in the middle. So as we move it back and forth and up and down, we could see the ball moving through the picture as the white circle. Now with this white circle, we could filter the image and determine that it's a circle and get the center position in XY coordinates. And after we do that, I send it to the Arduino serially, and every time the Arduino gets an X or Y position that's not near the center of the webcam, it tries to move in that direction. This way, it's always trying to keep the object in the center of the frame. So as long as you move it out of the center of the frame, it'll track the object. So right now I'll give you a little example. I have an initial starting position, which is about right here. And actually I'm going to move it a little bit. Hit the reset and allow me to move it real quickly. And I start it right here because, as you can see, we have this cable here, and we also have the USB cable coming from the camera that's attached to the stepper motors, and we don't want to have the x-axis keep going in circles because it's going to tangle up all the cables. So I've put software limits of about 90 degrees on the x-axis and about 90 degrees on the webcam, the y-axis. So the webcam can only go to about here from the starting position, and the x-axis can go about 90 degrees this way and about 90 degrees that way before software limits stop it from moving any farther. Alright, we'll go ahead and give it a go. So I'll put it in starting position. I think I have to restart the software. Yep. So this restarting the software restarts the serial communications. So you can see here, it's tracking the object. And it even works. It doesn't have to be really close. See, I'm about a couple feet away now. You can see here, that's about the 90-degree limit. It won't go any farther, but as soon as I come back, it'll keep going down, and same thing in the down. You can see even though I have it held really low, the camera will not go any lower. But as soon as we go back up, it'll go back up. The x-axis is a little twitchy right now because the stepper, the motor shield comes with five different stepper axes you can put on, and right now it comes with 5 of these little circuits here. They're called the drivers, and they would do all the electronic stepping of the servo motors themselves. And out of the 5 of them, I only have 2 left, and I think the x-axis one is going, which is why you can see the web camera Y is a lot more responsive than the x-axis, which moves really slow. Now, the reason we chose a red object is because I have a yellow ball here, and if we adjust the settings in the software that does the image filtering, we could get it to detect the yellow ball, and I'll do that now. It's hard to do on the fly, but so what happens is the yellow is very similar, what they call hue, to a lot of the background colors in my room, such as the beige and the color of my walls, and also with light. So it makes it really hard to filter just the yellow color out. So instead I chose to do red, and it was a lot more responsive because it was easier to filter out the red circle out of the background versus the yellow. I guess that's about it. Thanks.